Hello, this is Jim from TechBuzz, and today we've got a new phone in here in a nicely presented box from NUU Mobile, or NUU, and this is a new phone which is available to buy right now around £200, which isn't bad at all for the specs that you're getting. So we're going to just do a quick unboxing here, and then we'll skip on and have a look at the system UI and so on, and what you get. So we open up the package here, which is, as you see, and it's nicely presented, and you get a case here. And pretty nice case too. You get this bottle, which is also a nice touch. So the screw cap on it, and you can just use it for whatever you may want. Some drinks, or perhaps just something to sit on a shelf. And you get the phone itself here, the G3. So looks quite nice here on the box, and on the back it'll tell us that we have a 5.7-inch HD IPS display, 2.9 GHz octa-core CPU, rear dual camera, 30 megapixels and 5, and front camera is 30 megapixels, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and 3000 mAh battery. And let's check it out. So we'll slide off the box here, and we have another box inside, and we'll try and let it slide down. And again, we have NUU on the front of the box. So we're presented with the phone straight away, and we'll just pop that to one side for a moment and see what else we get with it. So we get our usual books and stuff, which nobody reads. We also get another case here, which is a standard gel case, and it's actually got a nice feel to it in here. So out of the box you're covered straight away. We get some adapter here for our headphones, so no headphones socket on the phone, and we get our plug. So this being universal, you get the adapter too, and we've HD or USB charging here, which is 100, 240, 50, 60 and 2000 milliamp output with 5 volts. And finally we get our cable, which is USB-C, which is great to see. So no headphones, but not to worry. Just pop all that aside and get into the phone. So straight away this really feels solid and premium, and yes, really nice. So on the front here we've unlocked phones made better with a 1-year limited warranty. We've got a 5.7-inch 18.9 screen, MediaTek processor, 4G, 4 gigs 64, fingerprint ID and dual camera setup on the back. So we've a dual SIM as well, or you can use it as a micro SD card too, so you have options there. So let's peel off and peel off again. Really looks really well. This is no cheap plastic crap here. This is a glass back, and here we can see our fingerprint scanner here, our dual camera setup, our flash, our keys on the side, which are raised, so these are quite nice indeed, nice and clicky. Up on top we have our SIM area. Down on the bottom we have USB-C, and we also have our speakers here, so we have to check if they're actually a dual setup or just one. So on the front here we can also see our sensors and our front flash and so on, and our camera. So we'll start it up here and let's see what it's like. So we'll put in our stuff and come back to you in a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. So as you can see here, we've just put some information in the phone. As you can see, it's a really bright display. Really looks nice and colourful, particularly with this standard wallpaper, which I'll probably leave on it. So let's have a look and see what we have in our apps tray. So we've got our file manager, we've got a radio. A lot of people complaining today with no radio in their phone, considering the amount of streaming services we have out there and so on. We have ETW, there's no active alerts, so that's probably emergency services. Yeah, that's what that is for Amber Alerts and so on, pretty cool. And we've our typical clocks and stuff like that. Doesn't seem to be any duplication there from the company themselves, which is great. So if we go into the settings, let's have a look. So our typical menu layout is the same here as on the Android phone, which we can fix to our own according, whichever we want done ourselves. We can personalise our wallpaper. We have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, SIM cards. We have NFC, which is another bonus. You have Wi-Fi calling, which we'll put on, and you can tether as well, so it's a hotspot, and reset our net settings there. Display settings, we have a wallpaper, sleep, screensaver, notification, LED, font size, display, and the voice rotated and casts. Notifications, yeah, we can just pick whichever apps we want to allow them happen. Our volume is, we'll put it up to max as the way it should be. So we'll have a quick listen to a tone to see what the speaker is like. So that makes that other point I made earlier, is that this is a dummy speaker here and this is the speaker. But it's pretty loud, as you can hear there, so we can't complain. Other sounds, so you have your dial pad tones, touch tones, vibrate and so on. You can also add your own tones when you put in your card or music. Pretty simple to do. Storage, we've 13.5 gigs used up by the system setup and that, so that's not too bad. Our battery, and we've also got a battery indicator on top here. You have one-handed mode and system gesture, so you can slide to capture screenshot, slide to launch camera, just volume, double tap to lock and press launch camera. So again, you know, you can bring the screen smaller as well if you need it to one-handed mode, which just slides across the bottom there like so. Your fingerprint setup account, and we'll just do a quick fingerprint unlocking here for you. So there it is there. It's pretty much immediately, so it's not too bad. So if we just show you again, if you lock it first, so here we go. Pretty quick, just slight little delay in it there, but nonetheless it works and it's fast enough. And let's go back into the settings and see what else we have. Date and time, accessibility, Android 7.1, so we're a little behind here on software, but so not to worry. It's not too bad. And that's really it in the device settings. If you go into the camera, we have, let me just bring this up here. So in our camera settings, we have video, photo, portrait, beauty, pan, mono and pro. So there's a few settings to play around with there. And of course we've got HDR as well up here. And we've got our flash, and if we go in here we can see we've shutter, sound, location, anti-flicker, picture size. So you can change this here to various different sizes. As you can see, there's plenty there to pick from, which is cool. And if we go back out of that, we'll just take a quick photo sample and see how it turns out. And it's not too bad at all. So that's pretty much it now. We will check it out some more. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. But you're getting a lot of money, a lot of your money here for £200. We've got a glass back dual camera setup. We've got our flash, fingerprint sensor, USB-C. We've NFC. it really looks kind of similar to a Galaxy S7 kind of, but you know, it's really nice. The colour is beautiful, and as I said, there's a lot going on this phone for the money. With the dual camera, your 5.7 inch screen, 64 gigs, 4 gigs of storage, 4G, fast charging, NFC, dual SIM, and you have payment security as well. And of course, if this beautiful display, I actually love this. Looks really well. Maybe the wallpaper might be playing around with my eyes there, but nevertheless, it looks really, really nice indeed. And it's pretty much a stock Android experience here. There's nothing much here to suggest something else, and that's really about it for now. And just overall, it feels really nice in the hand, really comfortable. Nice tactile buttons here on the side, all on one side, which is great. Fingerprint sensor is perfectly placed. You can feel it there. It is slightly recessed, and you'll notice the difference with the camera on the back here. And instead, just on the front here, we have the usual setup there. And that's really it for now. So any questions, talk to me at techbuzzireland.com and stay tuned, and we'll talk some more. It is a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, but sure, what phone isn't? You can just see that transition there. It's really, really nice. Stay tuned for more. techbuzzireland.com.